Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome
Very happy
back.
to be here
I love
again.
when we're trying to watch the cue to start.
Yeah.
You know, the delay. It's TV.
Yeah,
TV
exactly.
is
I watch for the
live.
red light and there is none.
Right, we need a red light. I'm watching here. I'm waiting for it. People are like, wait, they're not talking. It's weird. Well, welcome. Welcome, another episode. Great afternoon. Beautiful day. It was a gorgeous day yesterday.
Yes,
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
belated Mother's Day.
Belated Mother's Day.
So for those of you who've gotten the emails, yes, it is official. I have sold my shares of Network USA. I am moving on to co-own a real estate company that
Exciting.
I got offered, and I couldn't let it go.
Yes.
I couldn't let it go. Bill and I are still best friends.
Oh, Bill's a great client. How
I
could you
love
not be?
I love Bill. I love Bill. But what I'm excited about is that we are revamping this show.
Yes.
We are revamping this show, making it greater, making it more interactive, having awesome guests on. Just wait for today. Just wait for today.
Today is unlike what you've seen in the past from
Right.
us.
So what we need from you viewers is we're going to start a contest.
Okay.
You know, before I get into it, let me personally welcome my beautiful new official co-host,
Thank you.
Jill Sabrocki.
Thank you. And to my very handsome,
I'll stop lying.
yes, Live with Jill and Michael, as I would like to call it. But he doesn't like that name.
We can
so
use
need
Live
your
with Jill
help.
and Michael.
Well, we need your help, viewers. We need to hear what you think we should call our show. Because every idea I come up with, he doesn't like. So why don't you give us
You
your
came
ideas?
up with one idea.
Which I thought was fabulous. But
Live
what can
with
I tell
fine.
you?
Let's do this.
No.
The first one is Live with Jill and Mike. Let's do
Okay,
it.
okay.
Live
but
with
from
Jill
now
and Michael.
But from now on, go ahead, give them your ideas, and we need you to vote. And he's going to have a big contest.
Well,
so.
your idea, I have to
Yes.
give you credit,
Well, okay,
is Live with Jill and Michael.
right. Which everybody thinks is really corny. So, okay, I'm good. Kelly Ripa, watch out. Go ahead.
My ideas,
Yes.
which, mind you, you also like, thank you, is the Power Hour or the lunch break. We are on 12:30 to 1:30. So Power Hour or the lunch break. It is sponsored by Network USA. Network USA is still involved. Bill is still involved. But we want to change it up.
Yes.
We want to make it more interactive, like I said.
Yes.
We want to bring on awesome guests. We want to commentate. We want to, whatever we need to do, we want to make it fun.
Yes, absolutely. And we want to highlight. We want to highlight people. That's why we're here. That is the purpose of our show, is to
Exactly.
highlight individuals, business owners, anybody that wants to come on and has something to tell people, something to share, something to educate.
Exactly.
You know, that's what we
Exactly.
want this to be. We don't want it to just be, you know, a comedy hour
No.
between the two of us. Yeah, we're here all day. But, you
We
know,
want it to be interactive, but
and we want to be
educational
and we
also.
want it to be very interesting,
You know, and I
so that
think we can
people
do
want
it.
to watch.
I
Yes.
do know that we were talking. We're going to have possibly a live studio audience.
Yes.
We're going to have live tweets coming in.
Yeah, so people can ask questions to our guests while
I
they're
think we
here.
should do remotes also to go out and possibly do some.
Okay.
I think this is great.
Right, I think the
this
beach
is going
could
to be
be
great.
one of our great locations.
The beach could
The
be definitely
beach,
great.
Yes, that could be very
I'll put
interesting.
on my bathing
Oh,
suit.
please, too much information.
Speaking of my bathing suit,
Too much
time
information.
out.
No, very nice. I'm glad that we got rid of the shirt. Very nice. Your wife did an
Thank you.
excellent job.
Thank you. Yes,
and
my
I
wife.
was able to dress myself today. Thank you all
Well,
so
you're a woman.
much.
So my wife went out. You know,
Yes.
she is a stylist.
Yes.
And she put this together and said, if you're going to go on air
Right.
and really do this, you're going to look good.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I can't. And
What
I can't
Nicole
fight.
puts up with is just
So
a
here
lot.
I am,
Here you are.
the new and improved Michael, all dressed.
Okay, there's still room for improvement. So.
Moving on.
Color. We need a little color. Color.
Color.
We have this gorgeous couch now.
Well, she is getting me a new shirt.
Okay, good.
She's buying me a new shirt. I told her to
Okay, good.
surprise me.
Okay.
So if you're watching,
Color.
color.
Color. Yes.
Yes. And we'll see.
Okay.
But
very excited
I'm
to be
ready.
here.
I'm ready to rock and roll. So the
Yes.
contest, lunch hour. Lunch hour. So I don't even know my own titles.
Exactly. And if anybody else has any other suggestions, we welcome all the suggestions.
All the
you might have.
suggestions. Your job is to vote.
Originally,
I'm going to post it.
just want to put it out there. My first initial title was "What's Doing on Long Island," or "What's Happening on Long
See,
Island."
my issue.
He doesn't like that.
Let me
So of course I
explain
get
to
a
you.
tweet. I get a tweet.
Tweet.
Not a tweet because we don't tweet. I get a message back saying no, not global enough. Like we're showing in Europe right now. I was like,
But you
I'm
never
sorry that I
know,
wasn't
though.
thinking global.
But you never know.
Okay, but for right
I'm
now,
thinking
people are not
big
traveling
picture.
to our wonderful Manhattan-type studio from London or from Paris, you know. So let's just start with Long Island itself.
The Queen of England's going to be here next week.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, okay.
So your job, I posted on Facebook, is to, like we said,
Yeah.
vote on it. You will win an amazing
A
prize.
fabulous prize. Why don't you tell us, Michael, what the fabulous
A
prize will
date
be?
with Jill Sabrocki.
Off the table.
No, we're going to make it fun. We're going to make it fun. I think we'll talk, but we definitely want to give something away.
Yes.
We want to make this very big. But let's move on. I know 2 weeks ago we had a very dear friend of yours.
Yes, Diana Bromberg.
And a good friend of mine, Dawn, from
Yes.
ERP.
Very, very interesting show.
Right?
I mean, these were great, great women, you know, really.
They were great.
They were.
Great.
They
I
were
got
really-
yelled at from you from talking too much, so I apologize.
What else is new? It's just the way he is. But you know what? And it would have been interesting to have people, as I said, like tweet in case they had questions for Dawn or they had questions for Diana.
I think
you know, and I think that would have been a great idea.
Exactly.
You know, because maybe somebody does have a question, you know, while they're on the air. Can you answer this? Or, you know, what do you think about this?
Right.
And I think that's part of being on a show like this.
I think it would be perfect.
Yes,
You know,
I
perfect.
agree.
If any of you are interested in coming on, sitting on
Come on onto the couch. The couch.
and spotlight and help us run the show, by all means, contact one of us. I will be posting after today's show how to contact both of us. Definitely go out. We would love for you to sit here.
Yep.
If you're looking for your own TV show.
Yeah.
You know, Madhouse TV, big props to them. We are looking to bring on new TV shows. New shows, new ideas, new concepts.
Yes.
We'll post that out as well.
Yeah, we're talking about maybe doing like a women's group or a women's show.
I know there's a minority show coming to Madhouse.
Okay. You said you were going to do the dating game.
We're doing the dating game.
You know, and we
we're
have a
gonna
matchmaker.
revive it.
And don't we have a matchmaker
We do.
coming on soon?
Maureen Tower Nelson's coming on.
I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think she's coming on.
I think it was in June. I'll check the schedule. But yeah,
right.
she's
we have
coming
a
on.
matchmaker coming on.
She's coming on.
So we'd
It'll
love
be
to
great.
highlight. We'd love to highlight some
It'll
of
be
the other
great.
businesses.
Speaking of highlighting, awesome show today.
All right.
Very different.
Very different.
Very interesting characters.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But,
that's okay. That's what we want.
Yes, I hold them dear to my heart.
Yes.
I'm
just met them today, and
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
already- I love them.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Jerry Parisi, Dan Marquette are here.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna
Waiting
mention.
in the wings.
I'm not even gonna mention what I usually do about them. I just want them to come on and let them go with it.
See, this would have been a great day for viewers to tune in or come on.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
'Cause this is the new
and
look.
Tweet in
This is the new look,
because these men are so fascinating.
right?
You know.
One of them is, I believe, is just like Superman. Can't wait.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
I can't wait.
That's true. But
Seriously.
he smiles. He smiles.
He's an awesome,
which is
awesome individual. I
Yes.
love him.
Yes.
Let's shoot the commercial.
Okay.
When we get back, let's introduce our first guest, Jerry Parisi.
Okay.
Once again, viewers, thank you. After today,
Looking forward to hearing from you.
looking forward to hearing from you. Let's rock it. And Jill, I'm very happy to have you on
And
board.
I'm so happy to be here.
Ready to network?
Ready to network.
See you soon.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques She has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have 2 practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Welcome back. First guest, Jerry Parisi.
Yeah, they got me here. But hold on. What I wanted to do is I wanted to, I've always wanted to snap the picture of somebody on a set, and just do it that way and see what it looks like when I take a picture like this, because now that I've got
Jerry.
Now that I got all this
we're doing selfies. Okay,
now that I got
photobomb it.
We got selfies going on the set.
Well, you know what? Now that
what is this show turning into?
Listen, I'm not a real estate person. You're not going to expect
I
that.
love it.
I sell real estate.
Well, I did this for a reason for this show, because I knew both of you. I can't imagine why. It's going to be awesome.
Right.
No, well, with all this newfound stuff, I was in Newsday yesterday. I did a reading for a recycling thing yesterday as well. The Hidden is coming out and ready to show in commercials. I've got my own shows coming out in September, which we have to start in July. Then the big ones are being funded. I just got word this morning, got a whole check is in the mail for the movie that I'm in. So
well, Jerry, let's just start with what you do.
Wait, are we sharing that?
Really?
What do I do?
Okay.
I forgot. What do I do?
Let's just start with Jerry.
I love it.
So what do you do?
I love
it. Me?
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I don't know. I think I'm scared. No. What do I do?
Hi, my name is Jerry Parisi.
Right.
Well, originally, I was in advertising for 40 years.
Okay.
But I was also acting for 50. That makes me 90, in case you're adding it up.
Right.
And what happened was I flip-flopped back and forth from advertising to TV, advertising to TV.
Well, isn't it really one and the same?
It's not, because I'm in front of the camera on one and behind it and designing. I'm really a designer, an artist.
Okay.
At Publishers Clearinghouse, I was able to marry the two together when I was on their creative board, and I was doing designing. I was a senior art director, and then I moved over to the Prize Patrol for a while.
Okay.
I gave away those big checks. You know, that was a lot of fun.
I never got one of
Well,
those.
you never wrote in. What can I tell you? But the reality is,
So that's real.
that's real. Absolutely correct. And in
Really?
fact, I'll tell you a true story. My sister, the giveaway was in Greenville, South Carolina, where my sister lives. And I had called her up a week early. You're not supposed to even tell anybody you're doing it. And I says, listen, Judy, what are you doing next week? Oh, I don't know. Amanda's on home and Mario's working. I said, great. You're going to ride with me in the Prize Patrol truck. Watch me give away a check that you don't believe I give away, and you could be on TV. And I got it. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun.
great.
But then I started doing more movies, shorts, things like this.
So like acting.
I wish I knew you when you were
Okay.
there.
So,
You get a
okay.
little in, you know?
I know.
Well, you know, that didn't happen. You're not as pretty as the girls I like to give
So
things
do you
to.
go like on auditions? So
I do. I still
you do?
audition. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so
I
you have an
audition.
agent and everything
I
like that?
actually have a brand new agent. Her name is Alice Ray, and
Okay.
you can contact her at 646 something or other. I don't know.
Okay.
But the
So you have an
reality-
agent and she sets you up for...
She does, but I also set myself up. And the
Okay.
lucky thing about working in advertising is I get to do all these tremendously great things, like work with the Line people too. you
Yes,
know?
yes.
Talk a little bit about Line.
In fact, speaking of Lime Magazine, here's where I get to blame all of the folks at Lime for this. There's going to be a brand new, I think if you had the camera on that, there's
Yeah, we'll
going to
do
be
a close-up shot
All right,
on,
let's
on
do
the
that.
magazine.
There's going to be a contest here, and because it is the movie issue Lime that's connecting different things and cluster networking, what's going to wind up happening is there's going to be a contest. There's a contest with me and Gail. There's me and La Familia, and I play Paulie Tonello, a Italian lawyer on that. There's me on the racing car movie that has to remain under hush a little more, but that will be replaced with
Don't tell anybody.
with the real shots if it's done, and of course just my mug on another one.
Let me just jump in because you spoke about the Familia.
Yes.
We're actually doing
That's right.
a meet and greet with
That's
the
right.
whole cast
That's
of
right.
the Familia.
That's right.
Now, when is that gonna
Friday, June 6th at Jewel.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
expected like 200 plus people
Yeah.
there.
Oh, it's going to be an
You know,
amazing.
I know.
That's like a Hollywood kind of night.
And I know big celebrities are coming also. I
yeah,
know,
like me.
You.
Like me.
You. You know. I'm saying besides you, you're here.
Oh, and
Right.
make sure you say that again, like me.
Okay.
I want to make sure we get that because I'm shy. You know what?
It is
I can tell.
spotlighted by Jerry Parisi.
There you go.
Yes.
But definitely come on down,
All right.
and all of you as
But
well.
listen to this. With this line, let's get back to that.
Please.
There's an incredible contest. So this will be on Facebook, and you guys out in the studio audience will choose which cover you like the best. The winning cover gets to go on a Day of Beauty date with whoever is the winner and me. So if it happens to be, let's just say it's Gail and me, it's a date with Gail and I. Or if it's the Familia wins, then it's one of the beautiful actresses in that as well as me. Anyway, to keep this going, there's going to be a limo pickup. It'll be breakfast at a place, one of these gaming places. Wow. Yeah.
Very exciting.
And not only that, you're footing the bill. But beyond that,
You can't even decide what to give away to name our show. Let
game
alone
day,
a
If I
like
get
limo.
the name right.
and then we're going to have your Day of Beauty. So after you're done gaming, you're going to get a beautiful massage. That's a nice thing. And your nails are done if you're a girl. Hair like me every 12 days if I'm a guy. And of course, right
Nuts.
after that, we're having a big dinner at Jewel. And that's a really nice prize for
So
somebody.
how do you enter?
What's
Great,
going to happen
great.
is they'll be on Facebook.
Okay.
They will choose one of these 4 comped covers. The real cover will be just like it, but reshot, from what I understand, by ace photographer Paul Prince, amazing photographer. And what happens from there is that's the one that gets printed in your X amount of thousands of copies. Now, that day of beauty will be photographed and documented, and in the 3rd Line
So you'll be, like,
magazine,
you'll be famous.
right?
You'll be a little
It'll make
famous,
somebody
a mini
happy
famous.
that day.
I think
Good. I think
that's
that's
great.
great.
You know, I think there's a lot of contests going on. The name and what the
Yeah, you
with
want
the
to name your
covers,
show something. What,
you
what-
know?
What are you
and what was
thinking?
your idea was what?
Mine was like, what's happening on Long Island?
What's happening on Long Island? Oh,
Yes!
I'm sorry. Wait. Did I fall
Okay.
asleep on that?
Okay, all right.
Hold
So
on.
what
What was
did you
your
think of
name?
him?
Wait, what was your name?
Yeah. Thank you.
Mine was either the Power Hour or the Lunch Break.
Hold on. Which camera can I look at with a stared face?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
The lunch break and the power hour. Come on, studio audience. You
Exactly.
got to help these
All right,
guys.
Jerry
Really?
Parisi, you
Right.
think of something
Right.
then.
I would
We need
think the
some-
Beauty and the Beast works. But
Oh, well, you know what? I
really
think that's
good.
awesome.
I
The
think that's
Beauty
it.
and the Beast.
And speaking
Wait,
of
but I'm the
beasts-
Beauty, right?
No. I'm sorry. I happen to like her dress better than your shirt. Yeah, your wife needs some more help. I actually do that. Do you know I go shopping with a real designer? I don't just buy my clothes. My leather pants, I go out shopping with either Michelle Parisi, who happens to be my wife, or Jackie Sullivan, who helps in the past. But that's how I get dressed. Speaking of beasts, Scrooge,
I don't have that issue.
we are doing this finally Scrooge's Dream, because as you know, every year since the Newsday cover we were on it, we have been now Long Island's Scrooge, and of course we have Marley. And we have a brand new set of episodes that are going to come on. So my show that comes out in September on the Public Access 20 will actually be...
I know, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
It's still under the wraps with that. The big thing doesn't come out for 2 more weeks when that show airs.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks when that show airs. The gentleman who is handing it over, Greg Pacino, what a gentleman he is. And he's going to become the executive producer, and I become the host. But we'll be preempting that show, or at least dropping in segments of Scrooge's Dream from Thanksgiving all the way to January. And the best part is we will still be doing live performances for the nursing home. We'll be back at the Bethpage Restoration. That's a lot of fun, a lot of people. We did 8 shows last year. And we also did a wedding. So we'll be doing some private parties as well. And that's our breakout from what we used to be.
I know that you did a whole skit. I watched the Making a Difference with Gail King.
Oh, great show. Great,
I believe
great
2
interview.
weeks ago. I love Gail King. She's awesome. I was actually here when you did it, and you guys...
What? You didn't ask for my autograph? What the hell's wrong with you?
You guys did exceptional. You guys did exceptional, you know.
That was a producer's reading. It wasn't even committed to filming. You're talking too much. I can't get a word in edgewise with you. Can you get back there, please?
He talks a lot. He reminds me of me.
Seriously, between
No, you don't remind me of me. He doesn't remind me of me.
Tell me why I'm here. I'm trying to ask you the intelligent question.
Okay, give me one intelligent question, because I got 3 working brain cells today, 2 cold and sick, and 1's on vacation.
Okay, so where can we see you on TV?
You can watch me anytime on YouTube, because Pieces of Here's to Us, which is being worked on, are there.
Okay.
You can see me on Channel 20 anytime. In fact, in a week or so.
Now, what is Channel 20?
That's Public Access 20 on Cablevision throughout all Long Island.
And what about Verizon?
I'm sorry we're not there yet. We will get there.
But I can't watch you.
Come to the studio.
Okay, oh, God. I can't watch you. So I just want to see where I can see you.
You can, and you can
action.
also see me in the cover of Lime magazine.
And I will be voting.
You can watch me.
I already picked, in case anybody wants to know. The first one.
Shh. Can't do that. That's throwing the contest.
That's
Can't do that.
That's
anyway,
did you pick one?
I can't pick one.
You could probably see me in a million places.
Okay.
Just type in Jerry Parisi on YouTube.
Yes, we're friends on Facebook now.
Now we're friends on Facebook.
Very
that's
exciting.
Right.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
Isn't that sweet? Yes.
Let's get back to business.
All right, let's get to business. Got a networking cluster? What about cluster networking?
Yeah,
We're
talk about
introducing
cluster,
it.
because I know you got.
First of all, cluster networking is something we do, and I coined the phrase. It's what the movie industry does. We don't just walk around, hi, I'm so-and-so, here's my card, you got one? They give you a card back. Thanks, that's great, I'm going to add you to my pile.
Love it, don't you?
That's not the way it works. No, if you're smart enough to know the next guy's job, and the guy after him, and the guy after her, and the guy after someone else, you wrangle them together in a cluster. You hold them there. Let's suppose we wanted to make a magazine. I need to know a printer, a colorist, and a few other things that go into making the magazine produced. Then I cluster them together with an art director, a writer. There are still writers on Long Island, I hope. You put them together with an account exec, because that person's got to sell the space. Magazines don't exist without selling space. Then you put everybody together. That's the way you cluster them. Now you move forward with the concept. Well, I don't know what kind of magazine I want to put out. So what you do is research and development. What is the niche you can put your magazine together with?
That's clever.
It's not only clever, it's the real way of doing it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to put that together with networking.
That's how it's done. That's real networking.
That's real networking.
Clustering
the people.
the
What if you're going
people.
into an event and you don't know who's going to be there?
You work on houses.
I work on houses.
Okay.
Yes, well,
what I would do.
Oh yeah, you do work on houses.
First of all, I would not.
Oh God!
Really
you know, I gotta leave.
Yeah,
Hang on 1 second. I got 6 more minutes. Listen.
Okay.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Go.
You know Michael Ardolino by any chance?
No.
Okay, he's one of the real estate people that my agency handled. And the first thing I told Michael was this: you're not going to put a house on the cover of your covers. You're going to make a character out of yourself. I'm going to brand you. Brand me? Yes, that's what we're going to do, is brand you. We made him Sherlock Holmes.
So you don't need me anymore. You got him.
I made him Sherlock Holmes and his people detectives, because they were super sleuths at finding good deals. Well, It went for 47 things, and people remembered it. The first thing you got to do in your world is brand you. I don't know who you are, and when you take a newspaper and cover the name of every real estate, and you got a bunch of houses, and you turn the page, there's a bunch of houses, and a bunch of, who's selling what?
Right.
So you got to know what you're doing. So first thing that you guys all have to do is market yourselves. Brand you. Remember, McDonald's, I'm loving it. Not Ronald McDonald or anything else, I'm loving it. Then they bring out the retail. That's when you bring out the retail. Because when I talk advertising, which is what I do for 40 years, it's about branding you first. It's stepping you to your product. It's putting your product out there, rebranding you, then bringing back your product. That's when your phones are going to ring.
It's all, and that's what I,
that's great advice.
And that's what I did, and that's how I grew it from March. That's how we first met.
Yes.
And I agree with you. It's about branding yourself, and in this real estate market that I'm going into.
Yes.
What I'm trying to do is the big names, which I'm not going to name, spend thousands and millions and billions of dollars in marketing the name. But people have to realize the name doesn't sell the house. The agent sells the house. The agent needs to brand themselves.
So when you put a logo together, you have to keep that with it. And that's what you don't do, because unfortunately, you're branded by the corporate people who own that logo alone.
Right.
So you have to circumvent that.
Exactly.
And you have to fight. Remember, advertising people like me from Madison Avenue, we break traditions. We destroy old mindsets, and that could be anything.
Right.
And what we finally do is brand awareness, brand recognition, brand loyalty after you've destroyed the old. It's like it's like breaking a building down. Exactly. Hey, listen, real quick. Here's To Us is coming finally, and we'll put a lot of the products in there that we want. So if you guys have some products that you want to be aired on the TV locally with the first versions of it, I'd say give Michael here a call, because you can field all those calls. We're just too busy acting. And
Here's To Us.
That's right.
It's a nice name.
Go on YouTube. You can find that too.
Here's To Us.
Too bad. I own it. Trademarked, copyrighted.
All right, we'll get there.
Yeah. So what did we learn today? I'm going to give you a
Listen, you had me at hello.
Hold on. Hold on. We got to. This is
I
a quiz.
feel like I'm a prop.
We got 3 minutes.
You got you actually have 2 minutes.
No, I got 2 minutes for a quiz. What did you learn today?
You are so fascinating, and I love listening to you, and there is absolutely no need for me to be sitting here when you are on set.
There you go. That was a good answer. You got.
There you go. Wasn't that pretty good?
Danny, when you get on later, make sure you retest it for these things.
I can't.
Michael, what did you learn today about Jerry Parisi in a nutshell? He's got 3 working brain cells, 2 are on vacation, 1 cold and sick. What? What'd you learn about me?
Do you have a middle name?
I do, Anthony and Jeffrey. Gerard, Anthony, Jeffrey Parisi. That is
wasn't
synonymous.
Gerard,
One wasn't enough.
Anthony,
Jeffrey
Parisi.
Yeah.
Gerard,
I'm Catholic, so I got a confirmation.
Gerard, Anthony, Jeffrey.
That equals, or is synonymous with.
Judge P.
No, synonymous with cute and lovable. What's the matter with you?
Really? What's the matter with you? Even I knew that.
I feel like the outcast in this relationship.
You're the outcast.
Well, Jerry, your last.
What's your last word?
I don't even.
Nice.
Can I take some more pictures of everybody?
I don't even know where.
selfies.
Why don't you take a picture of you looking into the camera?
I don't need that. I got 1 million of them already that. You know.
Yeah.
All right. So the Lime contest. Let's not forget that.
Okay.
Let's take a look on Facebook. It makes sure that you vote, because this man's got to spend money. I love that idea. And if I were everybody else, I would retune in for the name of their show, Beauty and the Beast, whatever they want to call it, and make sure you give them a good name, and maybe they'll make a contest out of it. I don't know. We should double it up. The Lime contest with the name of your show, and they all get limousines. Why not?
Why not? I'll even buy them a limousine.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I think that we should do that very smoothly.
Yes. Listen, Jerry, a pleasure.
Honor to be on your show. Give you guys this, please. And an honor to meet you and love you and be part of you.
So you love her, but you don't love me.
I can't love you. You're a man.
Hey.
No, nothing wrong with that.
What is this?
On that, we are going to go to commercial, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Old Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power. Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power.
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the most entertaining hour of your day.
That could be a title.
That could be a title.
Talk about branding.
Branding. Here we have branding at its best. I'm still trying to recover from the fact that we had an interview in our last segment, and we both did day one.
I don't even know what we had.
All right, so let's start with Mr.
I don't know.
Dan.
Well, let me first apologize. I mispronounced your last name, so I apologize.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't even try.
Let me introduce Dan.
Marquardt.
Marquardt.
It's like
Is it like French?
German.
German.
You were close.
My daughter actually came up with a good concept.
Okay.
Her teacher had trouble pronouncing the last name.
Right.
And this actually frustrated my daughter. So she came up with the, knock, knock, who's there? Mark who? No, Marquardt.
Oh, there you go.
And the teacher never forgot it. It was cute.
She's very smart.
Thank God, because
yes.
I hope she's nothing like her father.
So let's talk about branding.
I could do that with my last name, because people mess up with my last name. So it's like Aharoni, macaroni, aha, aha.
I mean, it's not about you right now. Shush. Shush. Thank you.
But I'm honored to be here with you.
I'm sure you are.
Thank you.
Okay, can we interview him?
but I want to know about.
That's what we're going to ask him. So tell us
go
about
right
what
ahead.
you're wearing.
What I'm wearing, as you can see, I have.
This is like a fashion show.
I have a love for Superman. You know, obviously I'm not colorful like you guys. Good thing about black, one, is an absence of color. Two, if I get dressed in the dark, I match.
Very true.
You know?
Although there are blacks that don't.
But my grandfather, thank God, is still a wonderful and awesome inspiration in my life. He's my source of strength and inspiration.
How old is he?
He's 91 years young. Aww. Yeah, absolutely. And growing up, I had difficulty understanding the world. No one could ever explain it to me.
Okay.
My grandfather,
you had your own perception.
Yeah, my grandfather had a unique, and still does have a unique way of getting me to understand the world. And I always say, going on a side note real quick, I'm the 0.0001% in the world that actually had the unique and distinct honor of growing up with a man like that in my life. You know, they don't make them like him anymore.
No.
There's pages in history of great men or women.
I know what you're talking about.
They don't compare to my grandfather.
No. Yeah.
So growing up, I was always in trouble a lot. As you can imagine, I'm no saint. You know, I was hell with a capital H, and I was always in trouble. And my grandfather tried to always explain things to me where I can get to understand it and be, oh, okay, I see what I did. And growing up, like you
bring
know,
you back
right,
to
right.
you know what's appropriate, what isn't appropriate.
Right. So he used to find my strengths, so to speak. Like my strengths were in art. Anything dealing with, like, I don't know, just the visuals of like the superhero. I mean, come on, as a kid, who doesn't want to be a Superman? You know, flying, you know, put a towel around your neck and pretend you're Superman. You know. Yes. But growing up, understanding the ideology of what Superman represents, like, you know, people have Post-its and they go like, oh, you're strong enough, or you're gonna have a wonderful day, or there's nobody better than you. And, you know, like for me, what my grandfather told me is that the symbol, the S, is a reminder of what we all have the potential to be, something super, something better than ourselves. So these are my Post-its, so to speak.
That's great.
So I
can listen to him all day.
Really, very
inspirational.
Really is. Very inspirational. So tell us a little about what do you do? Tell us what you do.
The opposite of what Jerry does.
Yeah, really. I'm still wondering what Jerry does.
He's like Network USA, characters welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a filmmaker, actually. The interesting thing is, I know you and I had the opportunity to speak prior to the show, and like you, I was, well, not reverse mortgages, but I dealt with modifications. I worked for law firms. I worked for banks.
That blew me away. He was a suit.
Yeah, I was a monkey in a suit, and like I said, now I'm an idiot in a hat, you know.
No.
And
it just wasn't for you.
No, it wasn't. You know, the weird thing is, I try to explain this to people, and I'll just say it. Hopefully, you'll understand it. Going on the Field of Dreams scenario, you know, if you build it, he will come. You know?
Right.
Except I don't hear voices. You know, it's just so everybody knows I'm not crazy. Well, let me rephrase.
All right,
I
let's
am
not
crazy.
even go there. Let's
yeah,
not go
I am
there.
crazy.
In
but
your
in a
own
fun way.
in your own way.
In a fun way, you know, not in a criminal way, you know.
Yes.
And but something 4 years ago kind of pulled me in the direction. Like I was getting up every day, dressing up in a suit and tie. I felt like I had a noose around my neck, you know.
Right.
Couldn't
Because you were
breathe
supposed to do that.
Because I was trying to be what everybody wanted me to be. And
yep.
it took me.
Social conformity.
Yeah, I'm 43 years young now, and it took me really 40 years of my life to find me.
Right.
And you're sitting with them.
Right. So that's great.
You know, and it's not really that this is meant to be a brand or a look.
You're an amazing you.
Thank you.
So tell me, what are you doing with yourself now? Like, what is you?
Filmmaking. We just recently, as a fact, Jerry, your prior guest, is one of my co-producers.
Okay.
And we worked on this wonderful project about our beautiful Long Island. By the way, just on a side note, I really, between you and I love the name of the Long Island, you know, what's happening on Long Island. Because, you know, you're talking about going global.
Thank you
but
so
here's
much.
the interesting thing. I think it's out because you're talking about going global, and I understand it doesn't have a global title, but here's the interesting thing. When I started doing this documentary of Long Island, everybody's like, oh, what about News 12? I'm like, well, first of all, not everybody has News 12.
Right. I don't.
You know,
I have Verizon.
Right, Verizon. And the other side said, what about Verizon? It's like, well, not everybody has Verizon. But either way, both Verizon and News 12 deal with just Long Island.
Right.
My film brings everything about Long Island beyond the realm of Long Island. I'm getting it out there globally.
Oh, we're having an aha moment. Oh, look, we're having an aha moment. Oh,
So,
I was fortunate enough to be able to see,
yeah.
you know, some of the aerials that you have done on Long Island. Breathtaking.
Thank you.
Really breathtaking with music, and so tell us. I know you have that film coming out.
And you won awards.
Yes, well, like I said, thank you.
Yes, very
well,
exciting.
To my
Look,
team.
we have an award-winning film actor or film producer on our set.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like I said, it's our first time. It's my first film. 4 years ago, when I left corporate America to start this, I sat down with my wife and kids and said, I want to leave corporate America. My wife's like, well, what do you want to do? I was like,
What are you
I always
gonna do
wanted
when
to be
you
a
grow up?
filmmaker.
Right.
You know, and we discussed it. We had our good conversations. You know, I did the research on the particular camera I want to, you know, learn. And because up until 4 years ago, I've never owned a camera. The camera I did own was on the cell phone, and it wasn't really that good. I've never, I would turn on the computer and be like, it's not working. My daughter's like, Dad, you got to turn it on. I'm like, oh, it's like, it's still not working. It's like, now you got to plug it in, Dad. I'm like, oh, okay. And I taught myself an editing program I never heard of. So I taking that learning curve from not knowing anything to this past weekend, we were at the New York, Los Angeles International Film Festival, and the documentary won Best Documentary Feature. And from what I understand, we beat out 100,000 other applicants. And the more interesting thing I'm finding out, and I don't know, because I know you were telling me you have a cousin that's involved with Tribeca.
Indeed.
So if you know anything about
we're
the
going to
film
help you as well.
Yeah, I know the New York, Los Angeles is not really one of those festivals that's affiliated with Hollywood, but it is one of those festivals that Hollywood does turn an eye to. So
so it's recognition.
Yeah, it's absolutely credibility. Absolutely.
Yes, and you're starting to get that.
It basically validated everything I meant to do 4 years ago. And the great thing, the joke I make, Jill, is that all my life I've never done anything from A to Z. I've always done like maybe A to T, maybe A to U, like D to M, but nothing like A to Z.
Right.
You know, so March 27th is when we had the premiere of the film. So September 13th of 2010 was day A for me. You know, and of course every original idea you have is not the same. Nothing turns out the way you ever planned it. But the end result is that, you know, March 27th of this year was day Z for me. And it's just, we're building momentum now. And it's, you know, we just got accepted into the Long Island International Film Expo. And I have to,
it's great.
Yeah, Devin Markowitz of the Nassau County Film Commission. What a wonderful lady, because she's been, you know, for a guy who's inexperienced in the nature of the business, and you'd be surprised, you own businesses yourselves, so you kind of know there's politics involved with business, and or a kind of like a pecking order or some kind of, everybody has a way of doing things, you know, and you know, of course I don't fit that mold with anybody, but you know, Deborah's been a good guidance to me, and along the way I've met several others, you know, but
you know, I respect you, and the reason why I respect him is because, like you said, you are you. You're not trying to conform to the socialities that people want to do. You know, you are who you are, and you're respected because of that. You know, and God bless you, please. Absolutely. You know, I look up.
We all can't be the same.
You know, listen, I understand you've been through tragedies in your life, and listen, it's all about bouncing back. And I think from knowing that till now, I think you've definitely bounced back, and I congratulate you.
Thank you, thank you.
I do.
My grandfather is, you know what he taught me? A couple things I love about him. Every lesson I've learned is from him. Everything about me is, people say I grew up Catholic, I grew up Jewish. I grew up grandpa. I grew up old school. You know, I'm an old soul that way. And my grandfather told me the number one thing about me is you were born to stand out. So why are you trying to fit in?
Exactly.
The funny thing is when I started dressing like this, is one, I'm comfortable in my skin, but I did it really more to kind of hide away from the crowd.
But you're bringing more attention to yourself.
It actually brought me to the front line of it, but it's okay. And the other thing is, you know, he told me was, you know, be yourself.
Yep.
Everybody else is taken.
Yep, it's true.
And the third thing was, be yourself. No one can ever argue that you're doing it wrong, because they're not you, and they're certainly not me. Right. You know, so, yeah, I love that, and that's what I try to tell people. And my grandfather brought up a good point. Like, when you look at the world today, everybody's trying to find themselves, find their identity. Because now with the evolution of the internet, and I mean, it's a. I mean, if you stop and think about what happens in this day and age, there's no more executives that are going to come out with contracts to musicians. You know, so we love your music. Here's $1 million contract. You can produce 3 albums because of the internet. You know, I mean, if you think about it, in our lifetime, we've actually witnessed 2 major evolutions. Technology is always an evolving evolution. It's been from day one the planet was formed, from the Big Bang to where we are today.
Right.
You know, we're always constantly evolving as far as technologically wise. You know, from stone weapons to the internet. You know, World Wide Web, and but the internet is really the first major severe evolution as far as technology is concerned that we witnessed. And the second evolution is this. This used to be our primary digit. Dial the phone, whatever, you know.
yeah.
Now, every day, everybody's like this on the phone, you know. Exactly. So this has now become our primary digit.
It is very interesting.
Listen, I wish we had another hour to talk because it's amazing. I know we got to shoot a commercial. Before we do, how can we and our viewers see My Long Island?
I was just going to say that.
My girl.
There you go. But of course, it had to come out of you because I was like, once again, how can we see your film?
Do you feel better now?
It's so much better hearing from it, to no offense. The next film festival is the Long Island International Film Expo. They have it scheduled for July 10th, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And again, for those
where
that
will
live
that
here,
be seen?
The Belmore Movie Theater. Over, I believe it's 222 Pettit Avenue.
Okay.
In Belmore, right
so
behind the train
station. So can we put that
station.
on the website? Can we put that on somewhere?
Without question.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it's great. We can have a day of entertainment because on July 10th at night we have our casino night that we're doing at Jewel.
Nice.
So go see your film, shoot over to Jewel, and come party at Jewel. It's going to be great.
I guess I am.
Oh, good. You bring your husband, I'll bring my wife. We'll leave them by, and we'll walk off somewhere. Well, and Mike will be behind us filming, right?
Exactly.
Right, Dan, a pleasure.
No, it was
I thank you, please.
Really,
I thank you. I thank you.
You keep being you.
Thank you.
Keep being you.
Keep
you know.
being you.
We'll post on the site and everything how to contact you.
And how to see
please,
the film.
if you just want to talk to the guy,
so fascinating.
Talk to him.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. What's the words my friends use?
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Dan, again,
great.
I know we went to commercial before you were saying something. What was the last thing that you said about being uniquely different?
You were talking about branding and characters, you know. My friends call me uniquely different. I'll take it as a compliment.
Absolutely.
I take it as a compliment, too.
Right.
Jill, I think you're uniquely different.
I am. Thank you for acknowledging
My
that.
pleasure.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Am I supposed to say something nice now to you?
I'm waiting. Let's talk about networking events.
You're doing a great job. Really. Hell of a job.
We.
All right, so now
this is a team effort.
Yes, there's no I in team.
No.
No.
I really have to go back. I agree with her. I mean, can you imagine this? Live, on television, okay? It's like, welcome to What's Happening Here on Long Island with Jill and Mike. Here we are today with our characters, a host of characters on the show. But I think it has a nice flow to it. She's on something.
Who let him stay here?
She's on to something here.
Jill won. Michael nothing.
Exactly.
The more you talk about it, I like that. There's a lot you can do with that.
Yeah,
there's a lot we can do with that.
Listen, if I could bring Long Island beyond the realm of Long Island,
Absolutely.
I think you could too.
Well, like we were talking, people live on Long Island but don't appreciate Long Island.
Right.
And they don't appreciate even the city, which is so funny because people will be like, "Oh, you live in the city, you live in Long Island, you go to see the tree, do you do anything?" And what's really funny is we don't. And my daughter has made it her mission right now is to get me into Manhattan. I'm not I'm a Long Islander. I am not a Manhattaner.
You know why I think
I
it
don't
works?
like this city. I'm
See,
afraid.
I love Manhattan. I will never drive in Manhattan. But I love Manhattan. I love taking the train and just walking into Times Square and spending the day in Times Square.
Right, so
that's my city. Outside of Times Square, I'm not that type. I can't live in the city.
Right.
But Times Square is mine.
I'm just not a city slicker.
Going on the argument of why I think this will work, if you really stop and think about it, Long Island in the film I make mention has almost 8 million people in it. Worldwide, we are known. Whether people like us or not, we are well known.
Oh, we are.
Unfortunately, through the news, it's all the bodies being found at the Gilgo Beach, Amityville Horror House,
but
Amy
you have
Fisher.
that everywhere.
Right.
But
if you go out west, they know Long Island for the Hamptons.
Yes,
this area.
exactly.
Montauk. The Midwest may not know us, but people know of Long Island just because. And stop and think about this too. Polar ice caps are melting. Eventually, not in our lifetime, but if we're on a giant sandbar, eventually Long Island is going to be underwater. And we're going to be like the lost city of Atlantis, except we're not going to be lost. We know where we are. We're just underwater. So I think it works.
It's great.
I think it
so
works,
my daughter's been taking me into the city the last couple of weekends. So we've done Top of the Rock, which was amazing. You ever do Top of the Rock?
Yes.
Incredible.
Awesome.
We've done Soho. I'm still like a deer in headlights.
So
I go on the subway and I'm like...
It's like you're a tourist.
Yeah, a tourist. Next time I heard I can get my own Metro card. Yay me.
I say to my wife and the people that I go to in the city, I go, one day I would like to just go into the city and act like a tourist and take that tourist mindset, have the big camera.
Go on. You have to go on the double decker.
And do it.
Right, you have to
go on the double decker because we take things for granted.
Right, we do.
And that's why I love your film because it's showing don't take Long Island for granted.
Right.
And we take Long Islanders.
We take it.
Take Manhattan things for granted.
Yes, because it's the big bad city.
So I always wanted to be a tourist. Walk in, look. Wow.
No, we've been having my daughter has.
But it's funny though
because
you come to New York, it's the big skyscrapers. You go to California, it's the stars on the
Right.
You always tell the tourists because New York they look up, the California they look down.
As I said, you walk through Manhattan, everyone looking this way.
You go to California, they're all looking down at the names.
Exactly. And the funny part is, you go to Manhattan, and the guys that do that try to sell the double deckers, you know, for some reason they know who are tourists and who. Like I never get approached. I walk right past them. Oh, yeah. They know who the New Yorkers are because they walk like so. Like, New Yorkers walk fast.
Right.
They got to get somewhere.
That's not me. I'm like, wow.
Because you're a tourist.
City. I am. I'm a country bumpkin.
But you look at doing it.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let's talk about upcoming networking events because we have a lot of great stuff going on Long Island.
Yeah.
So,
you want to start?
Yeah, let me start.
Ladies first.
Oh, thank you. Oh, really? Thank you.
My pleasure.
One of our BNI chapters is having a golf outing on July 21st. Golf is we've been talking about this, the ladies. Golf is really a big networking platform for men. Is that correct?
Well, you know what golf really
stands for, is a lot.
Right? Golf. Everybody. So women that don't golf really don't get to network. We've been having this discussion.
What golf stood for?
No, what does it stand for?
The letters themselves. It was designed as a gentleman's sport. So it's gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Really?
Yes, originally golf.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Golf was designed to be a gentleman's sport.
This is because every networking event that I've been to lately.
Wait, time out. Say that again?
Golf, when originally designed, if you go back in like the era of like the Titanic, they was separated by monetary class.
So gentlemen
only, ladies forbidden. That's amazing. You see, so we are right. Every networking event that I've been to, all the different groups, they're all planning golf events. And they'll say to the ladies, who golfs? And really, 1 out of 10 of us, maybe. So we're really excluded from...
You could say, I mini golf.
No, I said I look good. I can look good. And I can drive the cart. Okay,
there you go.
I can really get involved. But anyway, let's get back to this. So they're having a golf outing that's benefiting Make-A-Wish. Very near and dear. Love all of these charities. July 21st at the Stonebridge Golf Links, which actually they had it there last year. It was the most magnificent day in Smithtown. And they actually pick a child for the Make-A-Wish, which they're going to let us know which one it is. And they do raffles and baskets and, you know, anything for charity. You know, I just did the Revlon Walk for Cancer in the city a couple weekends ago. That's why I was in the city, raised a ton of money, I personally am appearing at the Dix Hills Library, Half Hollow Hills Library, May 22nd from 6 to 8. I am doing a program for the seniors to warn them about fraud and how people take advantage of them. I have an elder care attorney to answer any questions on wills and estates and living wills and everything that you need in place, which is really, really important. I have a financial person on how people get taken advantage of financially, and phone calls that, you know, people make trying to get their bank account numbers and their social security numbers. Fraud against the seniors is very big and growing, and abuse against the seniors even by their families. I have Mark from ADT. He does alarms because burglaries in Long Island are way up. It's crazy, and the seniors are very quick to, if someone says, you know, we're from LIPO or National Grid or whoever they are these days, you know, they'll show a fake badge and they're getting into their houses and they're robbing them blinds. So I am doing this seminar if anybody wants to, you know, come to Half Hollow Hills Library in Dix Hills, May 22nd from 6 to 8.
Beautiful.
So I'd love to, you know, once again, I'm educating.
Beautiful. Well, as I said, you know, we're doing the Familia meet and greet event June 9th. It's a Friday night in Jewel. And after that, we have July 10th, which we discussed. You know, the film festival as well as the casino night at night. Besides that, there's events here and there. You can always contact Bill. You can check Network USA's website.
Call any of us.
But I know we only have about 3 minutes left. As we said in the beginning, listen, out there, guests, we're looking for a name.
Come sit, come sit on the couch.
There's many names going around. We're gonna
What's happening in Long Island?
We're gonna put the name out there. You vote. Come sit on our comfy couch. Comfy couch, right?
It's a very comfy
couch. Sit on our comfy couch. Sit between Jill and I. Watch Jill and I bicker back and forth like a married couple. Even though you know you could be my mother.
All right, don't even go there. Really? Really? Oh, you're done. Oh, you're done. Exactly.
But it's okay because you know.
Too bad I had him before I was born.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, to continue on that, then, just to go off of that, you know, at least when I get there, I hope I look just as good as you do.
Thank you.
You look awesome. You do.
Thank you. And you know why you're having a problem with your mic today? Because you have no hair.
Oh, snap. It's all right, neither do I, but
Excuse
I have a hat.
It is not my problem that I am balding. Thank you very much.
I'm not even going to go there. So anyway, on a happy note.
Please, say your last words.
On a happy note, thank you all for tuning in. We really enjoy what we do, as you can tell, and we really want to highlight more people. So please come on the show and highlight yourself and show us all about you.
I'm going to have Dan actually wrap it up for our show today. Look, my mic again. So I'll go right after you and have Dan actually end it.
Okay.
Listen,
but notice he has to get a last word in.
Oh my Jesus! Like I said, you
Jill's
know,
fine.
like you and I are gonna have a great time together. I'm telling you, a great time together. So you know, as I said, let's do it. You know, let's rock and roll.
All right, so for this session, I'd like to say thank you for joining us on What's Happening in Long Island with Jill and Mike. And I have to say, as Jill was saying, please come on to the show. You know, I know being a filmmaker doing the documentary of Long Island, there's so much about Long Island that you can't even do in an hour-and-a-half film. Every story is an episode in itself. So we know there's plenty of you out there who have a story. So please, come to the show and join us and be a character with us. Have a great one, folks.
Be good, stay out of trouble. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.